In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night.
What are you looking at me for?
I was just waiting for you to join in, but you didn't.
I didn't. No. I did last time, so I can't this time. I can't do it every time. It's not going to be as fun.
Okay, you're just going to get out of practice and not know the words.
I already don't know the words. So. What is the difference?
I'm Katie.
Hi. I'm Tyler, I think. Ty.
We have a dog fight going on in the background.
Yeah, they took a nap right before recording, so now they're like, ooh, it's playtime. Because I thought Fifi was sick or something, and then I was like, is she okay? And then she started fighting with the dog, so play fighting.
She just was passed out, and then Ty was like, what's wrong with her? She looks bad. I'm like, no, she's just tired.
Normally she wants to play, but apparently they've been playing all morning while I was asleep, so.
Yeah. But today's a special day.
Today's wifey's birthday.
It is.
Happy birthday to you. That's it. That's all you get.
Thank you. Yeah, I am 35 years old. Y'all,
35 years young.
Once you hit 30, you feel it. Don't let anybody lie to you.
She's been feeling it since she was 5 years old.
Actually, pretty much. Every photo my mom has of me, it's me passed out somewhere. It's pretty hilarious.
I think she's just, I don't know. She's like an alien or something.
Probably am.
She's always tired, or maybe she's growing like a alien in her body, and it takes 100 years for it to come out.
There's an alien in my brain, making my body move.
Or that. Or a combination of both. Maybe you're just going to burst into a bunch of little mini aliens one day. And they're just going to take over the world.
I could do that.
No, not you, because you would be dead. But.
Oh. I could be.
I said burst out of you. What does that mean?
Coming from my belly button.
No, they'll come from everywhere. Just you just turn into a pink or red mist.
Pink mist.
Pink mist. And it would be aliens.
Do you know what that is, people? If you don't, we're going to teach you something today. Pink mist is where you get so disintegrated, it's all you see is mist.
Yeah, like bones, skin, everything is just mist.
Pink mist. But yes, so it's my birthday. Old, feel it. Didn't do a lot today. Just chilled.
Didn't do a lot. Period.
We played some games this weekend, which was really fun. My friend Al came down, and it was really fun. We played
some games. We played a lot of games.
Well, we played a lot of rounds. So we played Phase 10, which she dominated at. Then we played Exploding Kittens, which was super fun. And
which you dominated at. And then we played Uno, which you dominated at.
You guys are just too nice. I'm just death.
I wasn't being nice. I was trying to win.
Yes, but it was pretty fun.
2 games the whole 3 days.
You got really butthurt about that.
I won 1 Exploding Kittens and 1 Uno. That was it.
I'm just better at it than you are.
I wanted to quit and never play again.
Yeah. But so today I literally just did a little work around the house and I read some out on the patio, got some sun so I get a little tan, which I never do. So I get some vitamin D in my life. And then I went down to the swim spa and cleaned it and put some chemicals in it. And
now we're here.
Yeah, we watched The Addams Family, which is awesome. I love that movie. That was going to be on my list. It will probably be in the future, but not now because I was just watching it for fun.
We've already seen it.
Well, we can watch it again.
Nope.
Anyway, so today's episode is focused on...
We are qualified. I mean, not qualified.
We can't say we're qualified because we're not. We have no doctorates.
Well, obviously we don't have any doctorates, so...
I mean, I have a partial master's.
Is someone trying to sue us? They said they were qualified. Then you look at our credentials, we don't have any.
We tell you to tie people up and feed them poison. It's not...
Yeah.
We're not qualified.
We're not. I mean, we're qualified at tying people up and giving them poison, but that's about it. Maybe.
How do you become qualified for that?
You just do it enough times to become a master at it. You tie people down without them even knowing.
How many people do you have to do to become a master?
I would at least say, no, it's like a time limit. It's not how many people you can do. It's a time limit. You have to be able to tie someone up and drug them within 2 minutes.
So you should drug them first, then tie them up.
No. See, that's the skillful thing in it. You have to tie them up and then drug them.
2 minutes. Okay.
2 minutes.
Gotta practice. What kind of drugs are we talking about? Like bleach or like cyanide?
I mean,
Arsenic?
you're not trying to kill them, but oh, Jesus!
You guys gotta like define what you need.
Jesus. I did. I said
So
you're
if you
not
do
trying
it in
to
under
kill
2
them.
minutes, you're an instant master. But what happens if you only can do it once? That one time, that was the exception, and every other time it's 3 minutes.
Oh, well, then you're not a master.
But you did it that
You
one
have to
time.
consistently do it in 2 minutes or less.
Is there testing locations for this?
There's testing locations. It's our
Do we have a
house.
proctor?
It's our house. That's a testing location.
All right, y'all. We're gonna start hosting yearly testing locations so you can become masters at tying people up and drugging them.
See, tying up, drugging. It's not drugging. And
So
tying
technically,
up.
you're tying and I'm drugging.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
I'm down to do this. I'm ready. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Should
So
we
are
practice
you-
on the dogs first? Or?
Okay, that would take me 30 seconds. Like, Lala, come here.
Come here.
Here's a snack.
Drug.
Here's a
All right,
treat.
done.
Oh,
See,
she walks
came.
over. No, she just wants pets, though. She likes it when I scratch her head and go beep, beep, beep.
And
beep,
scratch
beep,
her
beep,
butt.
beep, beep.
Butt scratches.
Yeah, I started this movie called, I don't know if anybody knows Katie Roberts. I think that's her name. She's the author of the book I'm reading. She wrote Electric Idol and something Neon Gods.
I don't know.
You can read it. But she's a really good artist. Like, her words are art. So if y'all are interested, that's a pretty good book, and it's easy read, so it's not like you have to use your brain too much. It's just a good story. I'm about halfway through that second book, but anyway. So we're not qualified today. We're going to give you our unsolicited advice, even though you wrote in. Yeah. You guys should feel so lucky. It's my birthday. I don't even have a tiara, but I have nothing to hold the tiara on my head.
No, you don't. You have to get like a super short, tight clip.
That would hurt.
Probably.
All right. So since it's June and it's Pride Month, I thought this first one was very, very tied in very, very well, and I wanted to read it, and then we can go back and forth. What are you doing?
I squeeze Lala's head between my legs.
She just stays there. She doesn't move it.
Like...
She really likes it. Lala's one dog that you pretty much can do anything to. Like, of course, like you don't want to hurt her or anything, but she
We're scared. She does not like.
she doesn't like being scared. But like I'll like play with her ears, and then I'll like pretend to ride her, but I won't actually put my weight on her. I just like pretend to sit on her. She just sits there. Anyway, so for Pride Month, babe, listen, pay attention. She's just getting comfy.
Yeah, my jacket.
Oh, bless you. How do I find queer and trans friends and dates my own age? So assuming this person is gay, and they are trying to find queer and trans friends and dates my own age. So they're trying to find people to hang out with that are like them.
I mean,
Dating apps?
most sort of, but I know most cities have like gay clubs.
Sometimes even like gay clubs are like only for, not really only, but a lot of it is like just to find a hookup. If you want friends,
Not necessarily. Oh well, I mean that's really any club.
that's very true.
Um,
So
dating apps are kind of the same way.
we're going to give you one good advice and then one random advice. So the good advice would be if you don't like going to clubs or anything like that, there is Facebook group friends that have like specific interests. That's a word. Sorry, my allergies are really messed up, so I'm trying to think of words and they're hard. Words are hard. So on Facebook you can find different groups. So if you are looking for specifics like queer and trans friends, definitely go into that. And then they probably do different activities where you can meet people more organically. So like trivia nights or something. Just like, because if you have to go meet like on a date specifically, that's always so stressful and it's not something that I really enjoyed. Or you can even do like, if you're just looking for friends, you can do, what is it? Bumble BFF?
Yeah, Bumble BFF.
There's like a sub thing for it, Bumble BFF, where you can find friends instead of like hookups. So it's like just solely like to find a friend, not friend.
Friends. Hint, hint.
Anyway, that's my advice. What's your advice? Do you have any?
I mean, my only thing was a club, but that's like a terrible, terrible one. I mean, it just depends on. I mean, if you're looking for friends, a club is still a good idea. I mean, not a club. I mean, like a bar.
Gay trivia night. I know some bars have those.
Yeah, a lot of bars.
Depending
have
on where
those.
you live. Like, if it's a bigger city, definitely you have those
I
options.
don't think our state has a lot of those, but like,
I don't, but...
like Texas. they have a
Chicago
bunch.
definitely has them. New York definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, any place that offers drag brunch, there you go. Go to drag brunch.
Yeah, but they might not live in a place that has drag brunch. I never even heard of that.
Where drag queens, like, serve you. It's awesome.
Where they serve you? Oh, I thought it was like just a bunch of drags go and have lunch or brunch.
No.
I didn't know they serve you.
No, it's like a thing. We'll have to go. I think you would really enjoy it. It's fun. And drag queens are amazing. I had like a bunch of drag queen friends in Korea.
See? Or they can just meet you and then you can direct them to friends.
I'm probably the worst person because I like have barely any friends in Tulsa.
What? No, I'm saying.
I'll
you
just be
have
your friend.
friends.
Just write us more. I'll be your friend. It's fine. But I'm not queer or trans, but I can be your friend anyway. All right, you want to do number 2? Oh, my random advice is randomly walk around on the street and just say, "Hey, I'm gay. You want to be my friend?" There you go. It might work. I mean, go to the, like, usually cities have like gay districts. So like,
Oh yeah, I know Texas has one.
Dallas has one. Austin has one. San Antonio
Yeah,
has
those
one.
are pretty. Those would be good to go to.
Yeah, and so you can just be like, "Hey," and see if people are laughing and be like, "Yo, my name is this. Do you want to be my friend?" I'll read that one.
Jeez Louise.
All right, number 2.
Numero dos. Help. My girlfriend was cheated on in the past and thinks. I think that's supposed to be thinks. Thinks it's inappropriate to hug other women. What should I do?
Hugging other women is hard. Like, it's, I don't know.
It's easy.
It's easy, yeah, but depends on how they hug.
I mean, if it's like a fucking
Lingering, I'm going to hug you for 27 minutes.
jump in your arms and wrap my legs around
and
you.
you swing them around.
Swing them around. I mean, that's a little iffy, but if they just like, if it's just like a hug, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously she's been cheated on in the past, so, I mean, I can relate.
You should never be alone with a woman by yourself.
I'm not alone with a woman by herself.
I'm just saying, you're married. That is inappropriate. I'm sorry. I trust you. I just don't think it's
No, you
appropriate. Yes, I do.
Lies.
You're a struggle.
Sometimes.
So if you're married, even if you have a best friend who's a lady, I still think it's inappropriate. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're married to a different person and you're running hang out with your best friend groups, or bring your wife, but never be alone with a female. But hugging, that's a little much. Like, you can hug someone if it's like a genuine, like, oh, it's a hug, but not like a linger hug or more than like 10 seconds. 10 seconds is even pushing it.
I mean, 10 seconds is kind of a long time.
2 seconds.
I mean, 5 seconds.
What is happening over there? He just wants the bone. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm sorry. Just talk to her and just let her know, like, depending on the circumstances, if you're hugging somebody for too long, that's a little...
Yeah, just don't hug someone for too long. And also, just reiterate to her that she can trust you. I mean, obviously, trusting another woman could be probably hard. Because, I mean, especially if you're a... Well, I'm not gonna judge if you're a male or a female, but... unless you're a good-looking person, then I mean, you might get hit on a lot. So,
And that's hard too.
and that's hard. But I mean, it's just basically you guys communicate. You know, like not to bring up our situation, but it was kind of the same thing with us. Not like the hugging thing, but just me having a lot of girls/friends, and wifey being cheated on in the past too, and me doing things that kind of
Or fishy as fuck.
like.
Staying out till 4 a.m. with one single lady.
It's not until 4:01.
Yes, it was until 4. You were out in the parking lot and you couldn't get in. When we were at your and N's apartment.
In what apartment?
N.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you were working, and then you got off, and then you went to the bar across the street,
Oh yeah, with
and you said you're going to have a
yeah.
and you were going to have a drink, and I was like, a drink lasted, and I kept on calling you, didn't answer, kept on texting you, didn't answer, and you're like, oh, I was just talking to her, and I'm like, that's
There's
not
no way
appropriate.
I didn't answer.
You didn't answer, and then you texted me when you were coming back, and then you couldn't get into the apartment because you didn't have your house key because you gave it to me, and I let you in. I was pissed. Anyway, you don't remember it, but I do. That's something you don't do. Anyway, let's air our dirty laundry on the fucking podcast.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. So you guys learn about us a little bit more. Just don't do stupid shit. Just be like, in the situation, do you think my wife would be okay with this or not? And if you're like, no, then don't fucking do it. Or girlfriend.
So then do it.
I like how you gave like a weird face after that. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna die. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, this one's fun. It's not really fun. Are you listening?
No.
Okay. I have a girls' trip coming up, and my boyfriend is demanding to come along since he has no other plans. My friends just want it to be us girls, but my boyfriend isn't budging. What should I do? Tell him tough nuggets.
Yeah, like
It's a girls' trip. Why does he have to go? Just because he has no other plans? Tell him to get into a video game.
Yeah, tell him to play video games or tell him to go out with the boys or something like that. Go to a bar. Like,
there's no way he doesn't. Just because he doesn't have plans doesn't mean he can't make plans. Unless he just doesn't have friends at all, then like wifey shouldn't have friends. So.
But I don't force myself upon your plans. You don't.
Yeah, you do.
I will volunteer.
You guilt trip me, be like, I guess I'll be at home by myself with the dog.
I said, do you want me to stay?
No, I'm not talking about the beer pong tournament odd one. I'm just talking about if I want to go. Now it's different. Now you're like, okay, like when I say I'm going to go have a drink with Jay from work, and
I'm just
I told him, I was like,
well, we'll see how this goes.
because normally you don't answer back the way you did. So normally you're like,
I don't know, you just say something.
I say something. Well, first and foremost, I'm asleep, and then I get a message, and then you don't answer. And that last time, that pissed me off. Never leave your phone.
I said I was going to charge my damn phone. I can't do anything about it. Either I'm going to be in there and it's going to die, and then I can't get a hold of you anyway.
I'm just saying, if there's a robber,
charge my phone while I'm in a bar for 2 hours, or go inside with it, tell you it's going to die, and I can't respond to you at all.
Charge it like a normal human.
I didn't, so that's past that. So I can't go back in time and charge it.
Well, you should learn to do that.
Yeah, I charge it now. I usually charge it at home, but it's a fast charger. If it's 70%, then it's going to charge in 10 minutes, and I'm sitting there on the charger for freaking 8 hours, and it's going to burn up my battery. All my other phones have fucked up. It's because I charge them too long. I don't like doing that.
I never had an issue with mine.
Yeah, you haven't. I have.
Okay, I'm sorry you had issues, but I'm saying
you use
just for safety reasons,
chargers.
being at home alone, people can come in and rob you. So
you have plenty of arsenal to take care of that.
But anyway, so if your boyfriend is demanding to go on a trip, tell him to not, because it's a girls' trip. Why would he join?
Yeah, that'd be weird anyway. It's like a bunch of girls and then him.
Now, if he has ulterior motives, that's something that you
maybe
need to...
he's trying to hook up with one of your friends.
I mean, I was not going there, but
okay.
that could possibly
I
be
did.
it. But maybe he's just he wants to watch you and be, what is it called?
Creepy?
Controlling?
Oh, I went there.
Not the same.
Remember, we're not qualified.
We are... Dear Lord, you've heard the problems we have. We're not qualified. We barely function as humans, but we're trying to help. Anyway, just talk to him and tell him it's not appropriate for him to join. And if he really...
Ooh, I got a great idea. We can tie him up, feed him drugs, and then he won't leave.
First, what you do is make him a drink.
Yeah.
And then put some roofies in it. Tie him up and put him in a different room.
Yeah. And then by the time you get back, he might be waking up. And then, hey, there you go.
Put a big bowl of kibble next to him and a big bowl of water. And he should be fine for the
water,
weekend.
kibble, and then maybe some alcohol to ease his mind some. And then he'll be chill,
And just put the TV on.
Yeah. Put it on one of his
American
favorite
Dad.
movies or cartoons.
There you go.
Anime.
You don't even have to get a babysitter.
Problem solved.
There should be an app where you can hire a friend to hang out with your boyfriend or wife. We do for Rover. Rover, you can hire a friend and just have
I like how you just said you do not. Yeah, unless it's another same sex.
Only same sex. Like you can only same sex it and just hire a friend.
Okay, well then yeah. I was like, that would not be good.
That'd be fun. Anyway, just be like, okay, I hired Brian, Brad, any bees. I don't know why it has to be a bee though.
Yeah, why does it have to be a B?
Just B came up.
Why can't it be like a
Roger.
Q or a W?
Katwan.
There you go.
I think that's a name.
Quilla.
Oh, that's a good name. I like that.
Oh my God.
All right, moving on. But yeah, talk to him. That's not okay. Tell him
Just
no.
be
Say
like,
no.
Fuck no. It's
Fuck
a girl's trip. You're staying home. Deal with it.
And then if that doesn't work, make him a drink, tie him up, put him in another room.
Try to do the nice route, and if that doesn't work, then just it's
Be a petty bitch.
tying up or making drink and tying up is the best advice you can do because it works for any situation.
Be the petty bitch.
It works. It's perfect. Number 4 dot parentheses or
Yeah. Close parentheses.
close parentheses. My mom stopped talking to me because I adopted a pit bull. What should I do? Wow.
Lala, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, how you feel about that, Lala? Fifi, Arrow. Wow. That like hurts me.
Well, first and foremost, like, did she have bad experiences with pit bulls? Like, if she got attacked by one, that's a little bit more understanding. But
I've been attacked by a pit bull and I'm perfectly fine with them because it wasn't these dogs. It was some other dog. Not all pit bulls are the same. Like every person I know that I talk to about pit bulls, they either own one that loves dogs, they either own one or they say they're the sweetest, most kind, gentle dogs out there. Mm-hmm. I've never heard anyone, unless they just don't like dogs, say that pit bulls are evil. Never. I've been bit by, I just remember getting bit by a dog once. And it was a pit bull. It was a white pit bull. And it was fucking, it was like an evil one. On a chain, outside.
Was his name Leroy?
Pissed off. I don't remember his name. It was like one of my friends at the time's dog, but like I went over there, I was like, oh, because I like dogs. I was like, oh, hey, dog. And I put my hand down and let it sniff me. And it was like, arr. And I still love dogs. Just stop that. And I still love dogs, pit bulls. So if my mom loves dogs and she likes pit bulls. She's had, I think she's owned 2 since she's been married, I think. Because the last one, but I think the one they have now, I think that one's a pit bull. No, it's not. But
I think it's is Chumley?
No, Chumley's not a pit bull. He's
What's the other one's called? Never can remember that other one.
Izzy.
Oh.
But yeah, they've had a pit bull before, and sadly it passed away. Rest in peace. But so I know my mom wouldn't say that, but say if my mom did say that, like we would have like a serious like heart to heart conversation, and I would like try to convince her to meet my pit bull to show her how sweet they are. Like even Lala, our lighter one, she is very timid and scared of people, especially males. But she's never bitten any of our friends. She's never bitten anybody that's come over. Because we also calm her mind. Like we like say, no, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And she's still skeptical. And then eventually, like after 5-10 minutes, she warms up to him. And then she's like, oh, be my friend.
Yesterday, she did not.
Yeah, she did not yesterday.
She was just stood her way. She was like barking. He gave her a treat, and she was like, "Fuck you."
Well, I told him to put it on the ground, and she ate it after like 30 seconds. But she's gotten better. She used to be it usually took a long time, but now she's a lot less chill. But
so if that deep conversation doesn't work, what else you can do is make your mom a drink. Put some roofies in it. Put her in a room covered with pit bulls.
Covered with pit bulls, but like. The sweet, like, just get all the pit bull fosters you can and put them all in a room with her. And I guarantee because they'll just be licking her face.
Then she'll probably be traumatized.
Maybe. She's already traumatized, so.
All right.
Like, I mean, because I wouldn't say, like, you need to stop being, let's say your mom and you are going to have a falling out. But I personally would pick dogs over humans any day. I mean, obviously not my wife. I would pick her over the dogs, but we're married, so I have to. So. But other people, yeah, I would pick a dog over a human any day. So, I mean, I know if my mom was not as nice as she is, then yes. If she said to me, if we did not like get along, and she was like, "Yeah, no, you can't have a pit bull," blah blah blah, then I'm like, "Well, you're no longer my mother." So,
well, I like how you just write your mom off. I'm telling her.
I said if me and my mom did not get along, I said, but we do, so that wouldn't be the case.
Tell her. You're gonna be in trouble.
No, she listens to it. She'll hear it.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
All right, so number 5. So those
what was your end?
I said tie her up, give her a drink, and tie her
That
up.
can't be your answer for
Seriously,
everything.
just to introduce them. Like, if your pit bull's really sweet, your mom will come over to the dark side, because owning dogs is the dark side.
No,
and so
just because wifey doesn't like dogs.
I'm not a dog person. It's not that I don't like dogs. I'm just not a dog person.
She's not even a dog person, and we can still make the marriage work. Barely, but we can still make it work.
I have like 6 children to take care of and 1 giant baby. Like, it's hard. You're the giant baby.
Well, obviously. Who else would be the giant baby?
Lala.
She's pretty damn close too.
Okay, we have a fight. Hey, calm down. Okay, so, but no, seriously, introduce the dog. Oh, Lala wants pets.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, like wifey said, introduce them.
Just put him in the room. Just meet it. If you don't like it, we don't have to hang out with. But if your mom is that like adamant that you shouldn't have a pit bull, that's not her decision. If you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever you want. And so, just saying that, just like either introduce her and just be like, "Yo, this is my dog," and then let the pit bulls are the sweetest dogs. They're known for being sweet and very caring
And protective.
and protective of their owners.
Yeah, the owners, but they don't like just attack out of just because, like unless you tell them to or get scared or something.
Yeah, so if your mom meets this dog and they like each other, then that's a win and you don't have to worry about it, and maybe change her mind about pit bulls.
Oh yeah, before you continue, there was that whoever listens to this, if you listen to like last episode or episode before last, I had said that story that was on some TikTok thing. I'm not on TikTok. I saw it on Instagram. Sorry. And this guy was saying that his brother's little girl is terrified of dogs, and
they're in a heated battle.
They are in a heated battle.
They're playing with a lobster.
A torn up lobster. But what was it? Oh, the little girl was scared of dogs. They ended up getting a pit bull, and she loved it to death.
Yeah.
Ended up teaching it commands, and the brother or the uncle, I guess, right? Uncle?
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that was like, do you love your dog? And she was like, yes, I do. And she was like giving a big hug and a kiss. So if that little girl who's scared of dogs can love a pit bull, and she was like 3 or 4 or something like that, anyone can. So that's like a story for the ages right there.
Mm-hmm. Even like our Rover person has a little girl who lays on top of our dogs.
Yeah.
And they're all sweet.
And yeah, they love our dogs. And she was super excited when we took Arrow over there because she thought he was still like a little puppy, and he was like a grown dog. And she's like, you're not Arrow anymore.
And yes, so that's our advice to you. Go show your dog to your mom. I was gonna say show your mom to the dog.
Show your mom to the dog.
And see what she says. And then if she really has a problem with it, then that's a different story. That's something that you have to work out personally. And if you need to cut toxic people out of your life, cut them out.
Yeah, dogs are sweet, especially pit bulls.
All right, number 5. This one's interesting.
It's a long one.
No, that's 7, but this one's a little bit longer.
It's half of 7.
All right, so I think I made a terrible mistake when I helped my elderly neighbor with her groceries. I offered to go to the store for her when I go for myself, but now she calls me every day about problems with her doctor's bills and everything else in her life. I've tried to be kind and helpful, but now I need help. She's lonely. This one's, I understand you want to be nice and kind, but at the same rate, you need to have your boundaries. Why don't you just bitch button her?
Yeah, you don't have to answer.
You don't have to answer.
If you do answer, just say you're busy.
Or don't answer at all and just put it a voicemail and she keeps on calling. Eventually she'll get the hint that maybe she shouldn't be calling you so much. You can still get her groceries for her and then talk to her for a little bit after you drop them off. But it's not your obligation. It's not your job.
I mean, unless she's paying you, then that's a little bit different. But if not, then
I'm assuming this elderly woman does not have extra money, but
Usually elderly people have money.
she has problems with doctors, bills, and everything else in her life. I'm positive she doesn't have money.
Maybe she has money. She just doesn't want to be forking it out all the time.
Not like me. I'm an elderly woman who doesn't want to be forking money out all the time. But no, like that to me, I purposely don't try to make friends with my neighbors so I don't get tied into conversations that I don't want to be. I cannot burst into a bunch of bats and fly away from conversations I don't want to have.
I mean, you can.
I wish. Seriously, I don't like chit chat. I will sit there politely and listen and be like, oh yeah, that means I want to leave. And people just continue to talk, acting like I'm actually listening to them. And then
She does that to me all the time, but she can't leave because we live together. So.
Yeah.
See.
But no, I don't like chit chat. It stresses me out, and I just want to be like alone and lay down. But what is your advice?
I mean, I kind of gave my advice. What I would do if it was me in this situation.
She would run away because you're black.
That's probably true.
Kidding, people. I'm very kidding.
I would either ignore her, like not answer the phone maybe for a few days, and then like when I need to get groceries again, then I'll just help out and get groceries again. Or I would just let her know, like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't help today. Like, I'm at work or I'm busy. I'm with family. I'm either it can be true or just make up a lie and excuse. Or I would, just basically one of those two things or both. But you probably shouldn't help as often anymore. So, like, kind of ignore her for a few days. Which kind of sounds bad, but I mean, if she keeps calling you, you try to like be nice about it, and she just doesn't want to listen, then I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So you just got to ignore her.
And set boundaries, or say, hey, you can't call me this many times. I will take one phone call a week.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably the best one, right? Or 2 phone calls a week.
Just because if you want to be nice, but it's at the same rate, it's not your responsibility.
Yeah, you have your own life.
Put her in a home. There you go.
Or you can do the ultimate. What is it? Ultimate
actions
and give her a drink, invite her over, give her a drink, tie her up.
Put some roofies in it.
Just make sure you don't tie her too tight because you don't want to hurt her fragile little bones.
She would snap like a twig.
Yeah, like that movie with Bruce Willis and
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, was it Glass or Mr. Glass?
Mr. Glass, Unbreakable.
Yeah, is it Unbreakable? Is that the name of it? Yeah, like Mr. Glass. You don't want to do
Mr.
that
because
then she might sue you, and then she'll be rich.
Yay! Wait, and then she won't have bills or
then she won't have bills, and she can get
problem solved.
Problem solved. So hey,
and then she can get a pool boy, even though she lives in an apartment.
She can get a maid, and then you don't need to do
anything
for her anymore.
Who just does
so it kind of works out. I mean, you're a sacrifice. You can do a lot. It'll go a long way.
You're such a humanitarian. You want to make her happy, right?
We gave you a lot of choices.
I like the one where she gets rich and hires a helper in a Speedo.
Yeah, but that has to have them downfall, though. They have to break her arm first.
Are they selfish?
I mean, probably not. Obviously, they're asking the question, so
I'm kidding.
They're not selfish.
That was funny.
They're very sweet. Okay, so numero 6, period, close parentheses. My sister thinks I should give up a promotion that would have longer hours but better pay so that I could be her free babysitter. What should I do? Wow.
Obviously, take the promotion. If you want the promotion, take the promotion.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck your sister. Tell her to get her own goddamn babysitter.
I mean, you can still be the babysitter, but not like when you're not working, obviously. I would not turn down a promotion where you get paid more money. You probably get better benefits. You probably get paid vacation. You probably get all that jazz just to be a free babysitter for your sister. Like, no. You have to better your future. You have to better your life, and getting that job seems like it's a pretty legit gig. So
because then that could lead to other promotions and other raises.
Exactly. And
So,
look good on your resume.
only if you want the promotion. If you don't want the promotion, that's a different story. Don't take the promotion and still be the free babysitter.
Sure.
But if you don't want to be a babysitter, don't. Too. Like, if you don't want to be your sister's babysitter, don't do it. Just because your sister's doesn't mean you have to do shit.
Unless you want to be like a full-time babysitter and get paid for it, and then you can just take care of your sister's baby for free.
Then you can rewrite the babysitter stories. The Babysitter's Club stories.
Because I know there's someone at work told me that his daughter or son like babysits, I don't know, I think it's either their kid or their animal. I can't remember which one, or both. And it's like kind of a rich family. They get paid like $10,000 to take care of.
When? Can I do this? I am more responsible.
It's like she's never had like an actual job in her life. The guy that I work with. His daughter's just, because obviously that rich person.
$10,000 a year or a month?
No, like a month or that session or whatever it is.
That's
not
not
for the
true.
year.
That's not true. It can't be $10,000.
If they're rich, yeah, they can be.
They're
If gone for a week or two, yeah, they can. They're rich, babe. They can try whatever the hell they want. And they have the money.
Talking about rich people, I actually looked up because I was watching, because guilty pleasure. I watch terrible reality TV, and I started watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they rented a private jet, and I was like, how much does that cost? It's actually not bad. It's like $3,000 an hour, $3,000 to $6,000 an hour, flight hour.
No, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And I was like, fuck, if I become rich, when I become rich, I'm speaking it into existence, people.
I mean, if you're flying like a 10-hour flight, I mean,
that's $60,000.
I don't think a private jet, well, if it's a Learjet, I don't think those can fly for that long. They don't carry enough fuel.
But if we're going to Vegas or something,
yeah,
that's
like a 2, 3 hour, 4 hour flight, yeah.
I would do it. You can pack whatever you want. We could bring the dogs. We could do anything we wanted.
I wouldn't take a dog.
No, I wouldn't.
mean, I know people that take dogs. I mean, I don't know personally people, but I've seen people take dogs on planes and like put them underneath. I couldn't do that.
Oh, we would take them on the main area.
I know, but I couldn't. I don't know. It just seems like it would hurt them because their ears are so like sensitive. Like my ears hurt like when I'm on.
Anyway, so I was just like, damn, when I become rich, I could rent my own jet.
Rude. I was still talking.
I'm just cutting you off because you like complain about the dogs all the time about the little things.
Rude. Continue.
Bitch. We're gonna stare at each other. This is what we
I was gonna say the same thing back.
Bitch. I can call you bitch. You can't call me bitch.
I know that, so I didn't.
Pork. No. And this is our life. Okay, moving on. Number 7. This is the long one, but this is our last one. So hang in, people. My sister is furious that we're allowing dogs but no kids at our wedding. We got a really nice pavilion and are grilling out for a laid-back feel. But now my sister is angry because she assumed a child-free wedding meant drinks and late-night dancing and not hot dogs and a playground within view. She feels like we have ranked our friends' dogs higher than her children on our priorities list, and point out that since it's a public park, there will be kids around no matter what. I promised her we'd think about it. I see her points, but I really look forward to my adults-only wedding, and I'm a little nervous about the mix of dogs and kids. Should I let the kids come or stand my ground?
Fucking stand the ground. Like I said earlier, dogs over humans. 1,000,000%. I rest my case.
I'm just waiting.
I dropped the mic.
Don't drop the mic.
That'll be very loud for y'all.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
That suck you. Yeah. Do whatever you want. It's your fucking wedding. You only get one, supposedly. But
unless you get a divorce and remarry.
Or unless you renew your vows and like do a whole shebang. Which we're gonna do in 5 years.
Maybe.
Greece. Hello? Renewing our vows. You're not funny, bro.
I'm hilarious. Super duper hilarious.
Okay.
See?
No, just it's your wedding. You do what you want. If she has a problem with it, then just say sorry, suck my dick.
Sorry, you can't come. I mean,
okay, if you're gonna be a problem, then you don't get to come either. Bye.
Toodles. I guess you can come when we get remarried.
And then are you gonna complain about your children?
Or renew our vows, whatever. And then your children will be a little bit older, then they can like maybe handle the dogs. But Yeah, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not good mixing dogs with kids. It depends on the dogs and it depends on the kids.
Usually dogs listen better than children because children will just go around peeing everywhere
and
dogs.
Some children like to hit dogs, and then the dog gets pissed off and then bites the child, and it looks like it's the dog's fault. So, but it turns out it was a kid that was like, "Ooh, a dog! I'm gonna pull its ears, or pull its nose, or something." So no, that
pull
wouldn't
its
be
tail. Things that you're gonna pull. There we go.
Pull the tail. That's what I was trying
Pull
to think
its eye.
Pull its eyeball.
I like how you just randomly were trying to think of body
I was trying
part.
to think of another thing to pull, and I was like, I don't know. Tail, yeah. Pull the ears and tail, then a dog bites them. So yeah, just stand your ground. You know, if you want to have adults only with dogs type of party, then do it. I mean, that would be freaking fun. I would go to that.
I would still even put a caveat on there that says not reckless dogs or rambunctious dogs, because if you have a dog that's freaking out like Arrow did when we went on that walk the other day, that's chaos. Dogs that are calm, we could bring Lala. You wouldn't even know she was there.
Fifi. That'd be terrible to leave Arrow by himself.
He's fine. Put him in a pen, and so he jumps like that video.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
It's like you're playing Super Mario.
Or Jack in the Box.
Or Jack in the Box.
I watched a video that this dog was in a playpen that we actually have for Arrow when he was a puppy, so he couldn't get out. Because it's like a little playpen just to make sure he doesn't get in trouble. And so, but they zipped it up so they can't get out. And so the dog wanted to move, so he jumps up and moves forward.
He wanted to get with the family, so he kept jumping up and moving. It was super cute. Super cute.
But do what you want to do. And if your sister still's bitching, here's what you do. Make a drink. Put a roofie in it. Sit her at the front, and just have her sit there dead, tied up.
Tied up.
She's fine.
And
she's
put
a little
a note on
sleepy.
her is she wanted to bring her kids, and we told her no.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. This is what will happen to you if you bring your kids.
Remember, we're not qualified. One time I was at work, and I was when I was a kid, 16, 17, and I worked at Dairy Queen. And I was just really exhausted that day. And I was like, yo, I'm just going to pass out in the corner and just put a sign saying, welcome to Dairy Queen. That's my job now. And they're like, okay, Katie. And that's what you kind of can do. Just put a sign on her saying, hey, welcome to the wedding.
Yeah, welcome to the wedding. No kids allowed. She's proof that no fucking kids.
Don't be like her.
Don't be like her. Or you're going to end up like her.
Set an example.
She's the example.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's that's a pretty easy thing. Just stick by your guns and do what you feel is better for your wedding. So
what's better for you?
What's better for you? You doing your own wedding. That's so mean.
Wow.
I think I was pretty good. I was like
actually was very good.
I was like the Saturday Night Live girl. The what is it? Fuck. How did she go?
I remember her. Saturday Night Live. I love Saturday Night Live.
Oh, what did she used to always say? People are probably, she said this, you idiots. Oh,
if you can remember, send it to us in email. For the Night podcast. infotthenight69@gmail.com.
Oh, why can't I? Oh, well, I can't remember it. Hopefully someone is will message it. Oh, I can't even talk anymore. Message us what she said.
Yeah.
I used to say it all the time, too. Oh, well.
Anyway, so we are not qualified. Do not hold our advice against us because we're just your friends. That doesn't mean you should take our advice, but if you do,
just
videotape
remember, videotape it,
send it in,
get some roofies, and get some good alcohol. No one will be hurt if you give them good alcohol and you drug them at the same time.
Just a little bit, not enough to kill them.
I mean, it's up to you, but
we're not qualified. Please don't sue us. Anyway, so that is our show today. If you have stories, if you have comments, if you have any advice that you want to ask us, please email us at inforthenightpodcast69@gmail.com, or you can go into our website at inforthenightpodcast.com and you can comment. There's a contact area where you can just contact us there. So do that because I said so. It's my fucking birthday. And I received no presents. I'm upset.
Upset.
No, just kidding. Ironically, I got our mortgage lender sent me a birthday card with a scratch off in it, and I was like, "That's cool."
And she won $1.
I won $1.
We're $1 richer.
Woo.
Ballin'.
I'm gonna make it rain.
Make it rain
One
with
rain,
quarters.
one droplet.
With 100 pennies.
Oh my God, that would hurt. Anyway, in next episode, movie. Are you ready for this?
Dun dun dun.
I was. Duh, 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 duh.
Mission Impossible?
Are you ready for this? No.
Oh.
No.
It was Mission
No.
Impossible that you just.
No, I
dun,
was not.
dun, 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 dun. That's Mission
That's a
Impossible.
song. Are you ready for this?
It's Mission Impossible.
You're wrong. Anyway, Zombieland.
Oh, which one?
The first one.
Double tap.
Double tap. Cardio.
Double tap.
You can watch that on Vudu. It's mostly for rent everywhere, so you can do Amazon Prime, Vudu, and Redbox. Everything's about $2.99 or $3.99. So if you want to watch it, you can get it there, or you can just pirate it, like we did in the good old days and pirated shit. If you know how to do that, I don't. So
I don't.
But you can do that. Please don't sue us if you do and get arrested. Anyway, what is your topic?
It shall be.
Get away from the mic, dude.
Arrow wants to talk.
He wants to talk. He wants to chit chat.
Okay, one thing about Arrow, while he finds it,
It's right here.
Arrow's
It's right here.
balls are so big and they're gross.
Yeah, they're gonna get chopped off in I think 4 more months, 3 more months, something like that. My vet told me to wait a year because it's good for development for the dog. So it gives them,
He's so big.
you know, they develop strength better and all that good stuff, their attitude and all that. So I was just like, all right, I'll wait a year. So once we get to a year, then we're going to go snip, snip.
Snippy
But anyway,
snip.
so my topic is, what are 3 items you might purchase at a grocery store to get strange looks from the cashier?
Dun, dun, dun. That's going to be
Dun,
fun.
dun, dun, dun.
That is going to be super fun.
That is
So
going to be pretty funny.
prepare yourself for that. It's going to be awesome. And other than that, we hope we gave you a reason to stay in for the night and we answered some of your advice. And, oh, there he goes, chasing his tail. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. We hope you have a great night.
Peace out.
Bye.